guys, welcome back to the gaming channel, guys. Me today. So today we're reacting to the most terrible McDonald's toys in the 1990s. So roll the clip. Okay, it's going to ready. Let's just chill back here. Nice beat.
We all remember when we were kids going to McDonald's and getting those Happy Meal toys.
That's true.
Sure, it was a rip-off, paying for loads of meals to get that tiny piece of plastic. But they were super fun, right? Or so we remember. Turns out sometimes though, Ronald McDonald wasn't feeling his old happy self and made things really damn creepy. Some of these toys are dangerous and some are just plain scary and will give you nightmares. I'm Charlie and today we're going to look at the scariest McDonald's Happy Meal toys. But before we jump into it, why not subscribe and press the notification bell?
Yeah, subscribe guys, please do it.
Ronald will get you.
Yeah, he'll get you.
Coming up first, we have dinosaurs. Every kid loved playing with those dinosaurs, especially little boys.
Yep.
So that's why in the early 2000s, McDonald's decided to put some in their Happy Meals. They made a bunch of these plastic dinosaur toys, and they thought kids would like them. Only problem was, they were cheaply made in China, so the quality wasn't great. As you can see, what they thought would be an awesome toy turned out to be plain disturbing. Some of them look more like crocodiles or alligators than dinosaurs. And the baby dinosaur even resembles an alien creature.
Yeah, it's so
or maybe
creepy.
some kind of mutation of an actual baby.
That's true, that's true,
People
that's
reminisced
true.
about these dinosaur toys in an online forum, and pretty much everyone said they got nightmares and had to throw their toys away. What wussy kids wouldn't want to play with this ET looking toy? Next up is Ronald McDonald Mask. Everyone knows the clown Ronald McDonald was the McDonald's mascot.
Even though I don't use it, it seems creepy to me.
Realize most people don't like clowns. In fact, it's one of the most common phobias of all time. So that's why in 2003, McDonald's stopped using Ronald McDonald. One of the reasons why they stopped using him was because of one disastrous toy. This toy released in the 90s was a Ronald McDonald mask.
Looks like from the movie It.
Friendly and fun, but it looks more like the clown from It.
Yeah.
Thanks to movies like It and The Joker,
creepy.
Clowns just aren't funny anymore. Kids were really freaked out by this mask. And also it was usually all greasy because of the oily foods it was next to. I'd say this is probably one of the most sad Happy Meal toys of all time. You could actually pay me not to wear a greasy clown mask. Next up is Food Fun Dementals.
Ooh.
If you're a true 90s kid, you remember these toys. Back in the 90s, McDonald's released a bunch of toys known as Food Fun Dementals. They were getting a lot of bad press because their food was unhealthy. So instead of adding fruits to the menu, they simply added fruit toys. The toys were really creepy faces on healthy foods. This included some low-fat milk, a steak, a tomato, and a sandwich. The tomato named Ruby and the sandwich named Otis looked the most creepy.
Yeah, I
and the face in the low-fat milk is
I
straight
agree
out
with
of
him.
nightmares.
It's creepy, it's
Needless
creepy.
to say, these toys were not popular and were soon discontinued. But if you do have some of these, you could sell them for big money. Recently, some were sold on eBay for nearly $100.
Only 2 minutes.
Next up is
Stop talking, man. Stop talking.
We all know and probably dislike Minions.
Yeah.
They've gone from being a small part of the Despicable Me movies into something way bigger. Well,
True.
in 2015, Pixar's Minions teamed up with McDonald's. With Happy Meals, they released some talking Minion toys. That may sound like a pretty good toy compared to other Happy Meal toys. But parents were very displeased because the Minions appeared to say
Wait a minute,
F you.
guys. Gotta
Now,
go
this
back.
is not intentional. Instead, the Minions are supposed
I'll
to
go
be
get
speaking
the
a
trash.
made-up language.
Gotta go
Mini-Me's.
back. I can't
This
even
is
see
basically a bunch
anything.
of gibberish, but some of that gibberish did not sound good.
Okay.
In fact, it
I was
sounded
just
like
gonna
some of these minions were cursing.
throw the trash.
These minions were quickly taken
Let's go
off the
back to our
market.
gaming area.
But that's not before a lot of parents complained about their kids' sweary Happy Meal toys. Next up is Tickle Feather.
Ooh.
After you hear this one, you're not going to believe McDonald's actually released it. We all know what a suggestive tickle feather is for. Basically, it's something some people use for a bit of fun in the bedroom. In the 90s, McDonald's released a tickle feather. This was a cheap piece of foam made to look like a feather. I'm not sure how they came up with it or who the toy was even for. Maybe they just had some old foam laying around in the factory.
Yeah, I agree with him too. I agree with him.
Maybe it was a mistake, but how did they miss the very naughty undertones of this toy?
Yeah,
And what would kids even use it for anyway? This toy was quickly discontinued and was never brought back. Just imagine if they tried that in 2020. McDonald's would be cancelled. Coming up next is Sky Dancers.
Ooh.
Back in the 2000s, this was the most popular toy every girl wanted. These creepy wide-eyed fairies would catapult into the air. they had very sharp, fast-moving wings, but they were soon found to be very dangerous. Many girls who played with them were smacked in the face as they catapulted up into the air. But not only were these kind of dangerous, some said they were kind of creepy too. They have very eerie smiles and gigantic, bulging eyes. And they were quite repetitive too. All you would do is launch them into the air and they'd fall back down. Kids also loved trolling their siblings by shooting them at each other. But that again proves how dangerous these toys really were. Some kids were even said to have nightmares because these toys
much minutes. Okay, let's
to find this fruit-shaped toy in their kids' Happy Meals. Maybe these parents had their minds in the gutter, but would they though? And according to many people reminiscing on forums, they did in fact eat this toy. But now it's time to make your voice heard. Vote in the poll in the top right corner which McDonald's Happy Meal toy was.
Yeah, thank you for watching, guys. There's this video, guys. Please subscribe, guys. Like what he said, McDonald's will get you. I'm warning you guys.